Hey, it's your boy Dev, coming at you with another one. This one's going to be something that's been on my mind to talk about for the last few months at least, and I haven't got around to speaking about it. This one is going to be a bit more of an informal sort of rant type video. I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible and sort of just go off the cusp. I've got a few notes here, but without further ado, it's going to be about London roads and the changes that have come to the roads over the last year. So let's briefly talk about the past year. The past year has been packed full of changes. We've seen businesses shut, we've seen new businesses thrive, we've added new words to our vocabulary, we've waited for things that have been delayed, and it's safe to say in general there's just been loads of changes. Some of the changes have been more obvious and in our face, and some have been more subtle, and that brings me into today's topic. TfL and the local councils, to say it in the nicest way possible, have been messing up our roads. And it's happened in three main ways. Number one, bustling closures. Actually, before we get into it, I just want to quickly say, most of these changes, they're claiming that these are due to the panoramic. I'm not allowed to say the actual word on YouTube, so we're going to call it the panoramic, but we all know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to reference these changes back to the panoramic as I go along. So number one, bustling closures. Before the panoramic, you were allowed to drive regular cars in most bus lanes after 7 p.m. And if you're a savvy driver like me, you would have utilized this to its full advantage. What it does is it reduces your journey times, and it also reduces congestion on the roads, which makes it good for the environment. If there's less cars stuck in traffic, people can get to their destinations faster, more efficiently, and we're saving the environment. But not anymore. TfL are calling this the 24-hour bus lane trial, and they say it's to support a sustainable recovery from the panoramic by helping to make bus journeys more reliable and more consistent. And they also say it helps reduce bus congestion and create more space to help make roads for safer cyclists. We all know that these are just some filler words that they're using just to make it sound good. Because in the real world, in reality, after 7 o'clock, are bus lanes mostly packed? In the real world, no, they're not. I'm not too bothered about this one. It's not on my highest concern out of the ones that I'm going to talk about today. But I am scared at the words that they use around it. Words like trial, right? Because when you see words like trial with our government, just know it's not coming back to the way it was. Look at all the signs that they've changed and all the things that they've changed. Do you think they're going to change that back? And yeah, I'll let you answer that one in your head. Next, cycle lanes. First, before we get onto this, I want to make this abundantly clear. I'm all for cyclist safety, and I don't want to see people getting hurt. A cyclist got hit outside my house 2 days ago, and it's not a pretty sight. You hate to see it. But at the same time, they're taking some drastic measures for these cycle lanes. I don't know if you've seen some of these cycle lanes that they've been building, but they're built different. Some of them are massive, like they're the same size as driver lanes. With some of them, they pave the roads into a cycle lane, which then makes it irreversible. So this isn't even a trial. This has happened. TfL claims it's to encourage people to cycle and to use cleaner means of transport. But then again, we all know this is a load of rubbish and some words. A lot of people can't cycle for many reasons. Some people have got their kids. So if I'm going to do my mother's shopping, what am I meant to do? Am I meant to cycle? What? And carry 10 bags? Do I look like Deliveroo Dev? If people work far on the other side of London, are they automatically just meant to be like, you know what, honey, we're going to get rid of the car and I'm going to start cycling across London because of these beautiful cycle lanes? No, it doesn't happen in the real world. If you're going to cycle, you're going to cycle. If you're not, you're not. And for most people, they're not. And I also forgot to mention that TfL is doing this for cleaner air, but it has the opposite effect, because if the cars are stuck in a lane, right, then there's going to be more fumes building up in the car lanes. And a lot of these cycle lanes, a lot of the time, they're empty or underused. They've got these massive cycle lanes that nobody's using. So then there again, it causes the opposite effect and creates more pollution. Am I missing something here? Can somebody tell me I'm not going crazy? Hear ye, hear ye. Now I present to you the most ridiculous change out of the three. May I introduce to you the low traffic neighborhood scheme, which is just basically a fancy way of saying that they're closing the roads to cars. So what they're doing, I don't know how to describe this other than the fact that they're just closing the roads to cars, and they're only letting people cycle and walk through some roads and some quieter areas.
All this space around here, yeah? All this space around here with nobody really wearing face masks. Why is this sign here? Why is this road being blocked? Why is the road closed from here?
TfL are claiming that this is to make streets around London easier to walk or cycle on by stopping cars, vans and other vehicles from using quieter roads as shortcuts. Oh, shortcuts. How dangerous. Okay, no shortcuts. You've got to go on the main road now and you've got to wait in line like everybody else. They also claim they're being introduced as part of temporary measures to create more space for walking and cycling to allow people to travel safely during the panoramic. Oh, what a load of. Let's see what local residents think.
So how are you feeling about this road closure?
I'll go first.
You go first.
My mum's an elderly person, and her carers are now having to cut down their workload because they can no longer drive from door to door. They have to be parking either side of the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Number two, we've got a business on the corner, small corner shop there. And what it's done, effectively, is killed my passing trade.
Killed your passing trade?
Yeah, well, it's a desert. There's no one down here.
Wow.
Yeah, so the passing trade's gone. You know, no one's sort of like, you know.
Did they speak to you about it?
They came and saw me 2 days before they put these signs up. They saw me 2 days before they put the signs up.
Yeah.
And asked me how I felt about it. And I said, well, I didn't even know anything was going up.
Yeah.
Because we were not notified. Nobody was consulted about it. It's something what a few people, have done, to the detriment of the many.
That's a really good point. Sadiq Khan or Boris didn't phone me up and ask if I was okay with this.
Yeah, as a resident of this street for over 50 years, I think we have the right to know what is going to be implemented, when it's going to be.
Is that we were not consulted. As far as I'm concerned, they've taken away our freedom of movement. None of it makes any sense. Our local supermarket is at the top of this road here.
Yeah,
Tesco's.
Yeah.
Now we've got to, which was a 5-minute journey, has now become a half-an-hour journey. We've got to go all the way round Bedford Road, Ferndale Road, Bedford Road, to do a protest.
If this is to help the neighbourhood, what about the monetary aspect of it? When they're going to put the camera up? I mean, you know, how are you going to help a neighbourhood if you're going to be fining people?
But all of us are for clean air. That's the most important thing. We've all got children, grandchildren, cousins, nieces and nephews that are born and bred in this area. We're not against wanting a better lifestyle, better air for our children. What we're against is not being asked how we feel we can help to make it better.
Do you work here?
I think we live here. It's closed because there are 6,000 cars going down the street every day, and people.
There's 6,000 cars going down right now. I see one car.
Well, every day.
Yeah.
6,000 cars go down the street, and the people who live on Railton Road are sick and tired of it.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but did you hear what this man's just said? Number one, it doesn't look like 6,000 cars go down that road a day.
Stop the cap.
Number two, it's a road. That's what it's meant for. That's like complaining and saying this ironing board has been used to iron 150 t-shirts today. It's an ironing board. That's what it's meant for. I'm sorry, but this man just reeks of privilege. What about people that live on the main road? I live on the main road. We don't like all of these cars on our street. So let's push all of the pollution, the noise, and the traffic somewhere else onto other people. No, if you don't like it, your 6,000 car road, move out somewhere else.
Boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Today,
Yeah.
6,000 cars go down the street, and the people who live on the road are sick and tired of it.
What they've done, it absolutely does not make sense. I mean, it's frustrating, it's disgusting. Why pushing everybody on a main road when the main roads are being restricted just the same? Are you piling traffic? What's this? Is this something that was pre-planned before COVID?
The camera sign up. They got 4 of them. They needed four signs like this.
I told you that they put the
they
thing
spent
in the
money
road.
on taxpayers' money on this, you know.
I'm not even going to spend any time breaking down how bad of an idea the low traffic hood neighbourhood scheme is. Just imagine all the emergency response people who can't get to people on time and have to reroute. Imagine all the delivery drivers who don't have to reroute and cause more pollution. And think about everything that the residents said as well. They made some really good points. I just personally feel like we're being taken advantage of, man. It's like we've all got our back turned because we're blindsided by the panoramic. And it's like they come up behind us and shove this onto the roads. For a city which is overpopulated and has loads of traffic problems already, I just can't wrap my head around why they do something like this. If you like the video, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Peace.